But you got faith in God that He will bring that to pass.
Do we actually walk that?
Yes. I'm not saying, now when you say, do we actually walk that, are you talking about as a whole?
Do you actually walk that?
Yes.
You walk by faith,
Yes.
not by sight.
That's right.
All of us walk by some kind of faith.
But
There's not one person that sat down in those chairs that tested it to see if it would hold you up before you sat. You went right on, you looked at the chair and sat right on down, didn't you? You had just enough from just your eyesight, I believe, for the whole meal. You didn't see it crack, you didn't see none of the splinters fall on the floor, you said, oh.
But so then don't that disprove what you just said?
We all walk by faith.
Because you believe that this is going to hold you up.
Yeah, but you gotta watch as well as pray. You don't just walk around with your eyes closed because you're walking by faith. God gave you eyesight for a reason, Doc. He didn't give you eyesight.
No, I'm not trying to discount that.
Right. So there's a little bit of examination. However, some things that look like they would hold you may not hold you.
I agree with you.
They may not hold you.
I agree with you.
But we trusted that chair enough to hold our 120 to 150 pounds up when we sat it.
All right.
Didn't we? We didn't test it with our knee. We just flopped them down. And that's the type of faith. Everybody has a faith in something. And what does faith mean? What is faith? Strong belief. That's a strong belief. Strong enough.
Strong belief.
You believe it. You believe it. In it, whatever. Some people got faith in Obama.
Faith is the substance of things hoped for, with the evidence of things not yet seen.
And that's a chemical equation without any, all of it still has room for a whole bunch of variables. It could be the faith, it could be the substance of a good meal at Piccadilly Cafeteria this afternoon because I got money in my pocket and gas in my car. And I have faith that God is going to get me down the road because He brought me here and He'll take me over there. It doesn't have to necessarily be in God. They don't send bombers halfway around the world without the faith that they believe they're going to hit a target when they get there. That's faith. And they have some evidence from their little satellite, whatever. But it doesn't have to be true. Cloud formations can make it look like stuff on the ground. I mean, if you want to...
they got faith that all of these things are going to take place and what you're making reference to, why do they need that computer to follow, track it, to see how it's going? They don't need those things.
Because your word says watch as well as pray. He did not give you these faculties. You didn't go to school to get an education because you don't have to think.
That's right.
You went because you could think.
And when you go there, they help you to think broader, not...
They try. They try.
Now it's according to the individual.
Yeah, you
right.
stretch yourself.
There you go.
You gotta stretch yourself.
And see, that's a very important fact right here, is that and still, when you go to school, then they are there to help broaden your knowledge. Because any individual, if he goes into the school, he don't know what 1 + 1 is. And if he's taught what 1 + 1 is, his knowledge has been broadened.
Absolutely.
And
now his faith can get greater.
I was walking across campus one day, and I was walking along, saying to myself, why am I here? And so, came to me. They're teaching me how to think, and they were. And this could really get into politics, but I don't want to go into that.
Yeah, but let's just skip all of that.
Right.
With the greater knowledge, you can have greater faith.
That's right.
Okay, that's what we're saying.
That's right.
So you don't just go, because you got faith, you don't close your eyes and say, I'm going to church. No. You
That's
open your eyes.
That's not wisdom, but closing your eyes.
Okay, well, same thing. That's why they use satellites and they use all the other stuff, because they have that knowledge to put those things into place, and it gives them the stronger belief that I now even, because they don't look down and say, oh, there's Fred James, send the bomb, and he's gonna stay right in that same spot until we get there. That ain't wisdom, that ain't smart. They just have an idea, he's in that area, and we have the faith to believe that if we can get the plane over there, we can find him. And let's stop using war. Let's use something else. We believe when we look at, why we look at the Weather Channel? Why do we even listen to the news? Why do we listen for the weather? Because we want to at least get an idea of the possibilities of what might happen. Is that true?
Do you have faith in what they are saying?
Yeah, you got a faith in it.
Do you have faith in it, or do you turn to that channel to see what's going to happen for the next few days?
The same thing.
If they have an
I'm never
idea.
from belief that what they say is going to happen. That's why we cancel school. Because
All right.
we have faith in
All right.
what they say.
Absolutely. There you go.
But hey, you cancel school because you think that that's what
Right.
going to take place because they said.
But that's a certain type of
But
faith.
God said, you know it will come to pass.
That's a good point. There is a difference between believing and knowing.
That's right.
Amen.
That's right.
But at this point, when you still your belief and your faith, the only reason you know is because you've been there before.
Thank you.
And then, even then, as human beings, and all of us must admit, God brought us through something that we might be going through right now. But we still have a little bit of trepidation about how it's going to turn out. We're like, well, you know, it worked out the last time. God saw me through it. But I don't, you know, it still does not give you the right to take your hands off the wheel, to stop praying, to stop being on your best. Because you know God's going to bring you through. You don't just do anything because you know God's going to take care of you. No, the biggest, one of the better things to do is to get sharp on your game so that you don't have to go through it again. Because remember, the challenge that came to you was there to teach you something and to grow you so that you don't have to do this again. No, we don't want to keep sending kids through the first grade and never get to college. And God is that way with us. We have to get to the point where we are strong enough to pick up. God says, okay, now you can, you know, it's just like your child. And they start a little job or something. You show them how to save their money, and you tell them how to get a little bank account. You don't want that child coming back at 50 years old saying, and you help me start a bank account. You be like, I taught you that when you was 20. Why are we going through this again? And that's the way God is with us. And there's nothing to be ashamed of when you go through things over and over. I know I do. Over and over. And I was like, I thought I had it last time, but I guess I didn't get it. And then, this is something else God gave me coming down the road. Sometimes a challenge shows up to show you how strong you are.
Thank you. Thank you.
You ain't got to rebuke it and holler and scream at it. You can just say, if you're going with me, you're going to have to witness some good stuff.